Okay, it also helps if I add myself to the stream. Hello, everyone. Sorry, it's storming. The internet is not being friendly to me tonight. Everything's running slow. Hopefully, I'm not a robot mess. Hey, Fish Nerd. Hey, EC. Welcome to the Mousy Files tonight, y'all. Because tonight's exciting. We have exciting news. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Juju. How's it going, y'all? So, um, okay, yeah, I haven't sent it over yet. I'll send it in 1 second to you. Let me go grab that too. I gotta send our special guest a link to the stream. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see how this internet's gonna hold up for a minute before we add stuff. See, make sure we can continue with said stream. But yeah, so I know everyone saw the title, so it's official. Mrs. Whiskers is not Mrs. Whiskers with a question mark anymore. She's Mrs. Whiskers with an exclamation point. Cause yeah, cause she laid eggs. She laid a lot of eggs, like 21 of them. So I'm excited about that. Hey, Mrs. C. Hey, Grace Case. So y'all, it's official. It's it's a Mrs. Whiskers. Fish Nerd and Sean were right. Blondie Whiskers is her official name now. Mr. Mousy was looking at her one day and he started calling her little Blondie, and I was like, but her name is Mrs. Whiskers. I guess Mr. It would be Mr. Dagwood Whiskers. Hey AC, did I say hey AC? I'm I'm just y'all. It's been a weekend. It has been a weekend. I think the other mama is about to pop. Mrs. Whiskers laid eggs. I'm gonna shoot Fish Nerd a link. You know what, Fish Nerd? I'm just gonna drop your link in the chat because it'll just be easier for you to click it there and everything. I'm pretty sure that the internet's gonna hold because it seems to be doing okay. It hasn't dropped to the whole trying to catch the Wi-Fi connection, the hotspot. So hopefully we're good. We're good. I haven't slept much this weekend. I've been on super hyper watch mode for everything, and it's kind of funny. So before I drop that real quick, let me tell y'all how this went down. Right? Okay. Saturday, I was supposed to go to the Fish Club swap meet. Right? Was ready to go. Had a a ride lined up. Was gonna carpool in with someone to Atlanta because I don't like driving in the city. I don't have the patience for interstate driving anymore. Not in Atlanta anyway. So yeah. So I went to the doctor and um, the doctor was doing some tests and he ended up making everything like take a lot longer because he was like worried about my kidney functions and everything. And he was like, we should do some more tests. No. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like, you know, just taking forever. So that happened. Hey, April, good to see ya. Oh, yeah, I wanted to get that one. Y'all, yeah, go check out Shenanigans community post because you got to ask them lots of questions. Ask all the questions over there. So, yeah, came home, was tired. I was exhausted, and I was still supposed to go meet up and do the swap meet thing. And it had just gotten too late. They were hauling fish up to Atlanta, and I was like, I'm not going to make it. I was like, I'm not going to get there in time for you to need to be there, and so just go ahead and go without me. And I was like, I'm bummed, but it happened for a reason, right? Yeah, 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 it was one of those moments. So, um, yes, we were sad to miss the swap. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat and everything, and I am not doing a very good job of it. But so yeah, and I had to do a urine. Not that everyone needed to hear about my doctor's visit, but yeah, they did a UA, and it was yeah. So that being said, I missed the swap meet. Um, Now there's an auction next month. It's like their big auction of the year. So that um next I don't know when the next swap meet is, but the next big auction is in September. It's actually on September 11th, because I was like, that's kind of eerie. Yeah, I ended up getting my results, and I have to go get some more tests run this week. Um, so I have to call and set that up, and then one of my medications, I had issues with that, so I have to see another doctor about that one. So it was not it was very annoying, pretty much. I was very not happy with the situation, because it's for a trial medication. So they have to make sure like everything's where it's supposed to be. And things weren't where they were supposed to be. So they were like, well, you're not getting this one, but you're going to get this one. It was just not fun. And it's like you want to stay on the medication because you're getting relief. But if it's not doing good things for your body, then obviously you shouldn't stay on said medication. And my kidneys have taken a big hit. So that's part of the problem. And yeah. So I didn't end up getting to go to the swap. Yeah, it is, because it's like I don't want to, put too much of my personal medical information out there, but it's just frustrating because like the medication's working, but yet if it's causing, yeah, I already said that, but you know, so yeah, it's just been frustrating. Oh, thank you, Juju. Um, so fishies, I came back fully expecting Mrs. Whiskers, not Mrs. Whiskers, but Scipia, Mama Scipia, to have popped, right? And she hadn't. This woman is still holding them babies, right? She's like not letting go of these babies. And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why are you not just, why are you not having babies? So, um, that's when Fish Nerd suggested that I check the whiskers. And this is where Fish Nerd will come in. So let me drop his link real quick. And then yeah, because yeah, after he told me to check the whiskers, I did check those whiskers. She's just fat. It wasn't too many sea monkeys. I swear, I haven't fed anyone sea monkeys. I promise. They're, the beta got some extra eggs that were kind of laying around. But I found that they actually sell freeze dried brine shrimp that have already been, like hatched and then refreeze dried that you can feed to your fish that I didn't know existed. So now I don't have to, um, yeah, I don't have to hatch out more sea monkeys for, reasons. Okay, so here's fish nerd. Okay, I think you're on here. Hey, fish nerd, can you hear me? Do we have a fish nerd?
I'm dealing with an echo.
Oh no,
Oh,
am I echoing?
we're both echoing, and I've got a big delay.
Echoing? Oh
Yeah, let me
no.
turn down the laptop.
Delay.
On the laptop. Yeah, turn down the laptop on the phone. I'm going to be a little behind, but doing good.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go out and come back in real quick.
And I'm alone.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go out and come back in real quick.
And I'm alone.
I'm gonna try to go out and come back in real quick.
And I'm alone.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Sean.
Okay. Yeah, there's a major delay, but I've got audio and chat on the phone, and oh my God, that's about a 5 second delay.
Okay, I'll try to go slow then. So, yeah, after Fishner told me to go check on the whiskers, I did, and then I had like a big freak out moment, and I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do?
And my phone blew up,
Oh no.
and it was good.
Okay. Well, Fishner, do you maybe want to wait until I can get like my internet kind of back to normal? I know it's running slow because we got storms here. So that's probably why we have the big delay.
Yeah, I'll do my best to follow in chat and fill in.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take you down then, and we'll just hang out and talk here and stuff. But all right. I'll talk to y'all in just a second. I need to mute real quick, and then we'll pick back up. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. We had to call for a kitty. Hey, Sean Coffee. Hey, Cat Ninja. I will. I'm gonna the next time Fish Nerd I stream, I will have Fish Nerd on, and I've got like a bunch of questions I need to ask him, and I think it would be good, like for anyone who jumps in and hears, you know, uh, stuff about the plecos and the Scipia, you know, finds it later and wants to listen along, because I do have some questions I need to ask him about this stuff that are kind of important. I should, and I was thinking about this, and I should have looked this up before, how long the Scipia's gestation period is. We will get fish nerd next time, I promise. Um, what I should have done too is got my kiddo's laptop, which is a much better laptop, and their hotspot, and streamed off that, because the last time I streamed off of that, it was a much better stream. So if I'm gonna have guests until I get my laptop back, I'm gonna do that. I was totally unprepared. This was very last minute. I'm so sorry, Fish Nerd. My internet and everything is just sucky tonight. Um, but yeah, and I really think that that's my computer situation and my internet, mostly my internet. I think he was connected faster than I was. Um, but yeah, so like seriously, I saw the whisker eggs. Like I saw Mr. Whiskers first. I saw Mr. Whiskers in his cave, which was abnormal because normally he wouldn't go in his cave. And he was doing a fanning thing, which I had not seen him do before. Like his little fins were just going at it. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And then all of a sudden he fanned, and I was moving some stuff around to like look better. And I think there was some moss in the cave. And that when I pulled it out, the eggs came with it. Or maybe while he was fanning and I was moving stuff around, they just popped on out. But a whole like nickel-sized circle of orange little eggs were sitting right there at the entrance of the cave. And his little tail was sticking out and his head was in. But yeah, they were there, and I was like, oh my gosh, we got babies. Well, we potentially have babies, because I know, like, Fish Nerd has prepared me all, and this kind of what I wanted. Why I wanted Fish Nerd up here to help with me explaining everything tonight too. Um, yeah, and that tank, I did not realize how bad the snails had gotten in there. Oh Lord, there was a lot of snails in that tank. And I have been plucking them out, and I plucked another 50 of them out easily today. I did not realize how many were like buried in the sand and hiding. It was ridiculous. So I've got the eggs out. I've got them in their own little container with their own little air pump. And so that way they don't get fungus and the water's still moving. And I'm going to keep taking the snails out of that tank as I see them. Any snail eggs I see, I'm going to have to take them out. It's a lot of snails. And yeah, Grace is a much better weather reporter than my local weather reporter, because Grace is always on top of it. Seriously, I caught that one comment. But yeah, I agree with Sean, because we were told we were getting these storms yesterday, and we got them banned tonight. And I appreciate that, Fisher. I have really tried. Um, and And that too, like I was reading up on that too. There could have been a lot of reasons they came out of there, and um, yeah, AC, they really have. And I don't want to have to break the tank down, but at the same time, I may have to break that tank down. Uh, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm gonna see what I can do. I have been, like I said, I've been trying to pluck them out as I see them now. I'll usually go sit over there 10, 15 minutes with a little bowl of water and just scoop, 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 put them in there. And I've got a big pickle jar that I'm putting all the snails in. And I took a air stone earlier and uh, like sectioned off the line and popped the air stone in there. And I put like a piece of Allicinaria in with the snails. So I've got those set to the side because I know someone who's got some pea puffers and she could utilize those snails. So I'm going to put them to the side for her. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high on their first go at the eggs. Just because I know there's so much that can go wrong with them, especially if they're kicked out of the cave. And I have watched a lot of videos today. I spent so many, um, well, I wouldn't say so many hours, but I did spend a few hours watching the hatching out plecos and letting them hatch them versus making a like a nursery for them. And I'm not sure if he kept any in the cave, Juju. And I think it did rain a little bit the night that they laid those eggs, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. It was wet when we went outside, but that could have been dew. Um, so yeah, we may have baby plecos, and if we don't, we'll have them next time. I'm hoping. I'm gonna give them a few more days, and I'm gonna start making sure I do like at least a couple gallon water changes on that pleco tank. Every other day. I usually do it like on Monday and Thursday, but I think I'm gonna change the way I do it and do it like every 3 days consistently now. Like every third day, do a water change just to give it a better chance, and that way I can see more snails. Um, and then after the stream, I do have to make a little floaty nursery to put in the tank for the eggs. That way they'll be a little warmer. I've got a soldering iron. I'm gonna pop a hole in a container to put the air line through and a top on it, and some air holes and some water. And yeah, I saw that on a snail video for hatching out mystery snail eggs, which is a little different, but same kind of theory, except I'll actually have water in this container versus the mystery snail container. I'll just have wet napkins in it. But I'm still waiting on those eggs too. And I think they were mating. Pretty sure Snargent Snail is a boy. If the theory holds up from the snail breeder I was watching, they said that a male mystery snail will climb on top of other snails, but a female won't. And Sergeant Snail climbs over everyone. Now, see, I was, and what I'm gonna try to do with the mystery snails is, as long as like I don't have any issues with the cats trying to jump on the lid or them trying to get out, I think I'm just gonna let them like lay the eggs and let them go um, as they are. You know what I mean? Um, like if they lay it in the tank on the edge, I'm just gonna leave it there. So that's my hope. Now, if they lay it on the filter, like on the back of the filter where I need to like move the filter around, then I'll probably take those down and put them in a little hatchery. But my goal is to just try not to mess with them and let nature take its course. Sergeant Snail has barreled over everyone in that tank. He runs people down. Like he starts going and he just keeps going. Ram's horn, other mystery snails, like he's all over everybody. um, and that was another thing that I was worried about when Fish Nerd was saying that they may not be viable, is because after I removed the eggs, um, they he came out of the cave. So maybe it's like his first time and there's issues. Maybe there's still snails in that cave. Maybe he doesn't like the cave. So I'm gonna try to, maybe find a different cave to stick in there with him. Give him a different option. But yeah, something happened there. I don't know what it was, but we'll figure it out for the next time. Um, and I'm gonna try to do a stream every day this week on a different tank. Like the one tank I kind of want to focus on right now still is the Scipia because she's pregnant. She's she's still holding the babies in, and she's gonna have them any minute now. So like tomorrow night around midnight, I'll pop on the Scipia tank and let that go as long as she hasn't popped them out. And then the next night I'm gonna put it on the pleco tank because Mrs. Whiskers has gotten so big, y'all. Since last time, like I put her up on video, it's really been noticeable her size change, especially when she released the eggs too. I noticed like she got slender again, like on her sides and her belly, like on the bottom of her belly. And I've been like checking her stomach, and like it's like now I can kind of see because she's albino. I can see what's going on in there, which is kind of cool, kind of weird, kind of cool. But so yeah, I've been checking her out and watching how that develops. But the Endlers are in with the Whiskers, and they're different from the Scipia in their behaviors, even though they're closely related. Um, they're both live bearers, so it's weird. Also, this was something else I wanted to ask Fish Nerd tonight because I've noticed both the Scipia do it and the Endlers. So they will both, from time to time, go where the filter is and it's like, running water into the tank. Kind of like there's like a stream. There's water flow there, right? And they'll kind of like swim up into it, kind of like they're swimming upstream. It's really fun to watch, especially with the little Endler, because he's so little. He's such a little guy. And yeah. And I mean that's what it kind of looks like he's doing. Like he's like trying to swim up in there. And I'm like, do they try to swim upstream? Like, what's going on? What are they doing there? it's fun to watch, and they're, I didn't realize fish did these things. Like, when you're younger and you have fish, you just see fish swimming around. You don't really observe them. And now I'm actually observing their behaviors. It's kind of cool. It's like, before I would observe them and not notice I was observing them, and now I'm like consciously doing it. It's been really fun. Um, Also, fish nerd, I need to talk to you about this. And this is okay. Everyone's gonna think I'm joking, and I'm not joking. I'm totally not joking. But my aquarium did something, and I'm kind of a little concerned about it. I don't know how concerned I need to be about it. I did a water check on it after it happened, but bubbles were coming up out of my substrate, and it looked like my poor little it it looked like my tank was doing the you know it looked like it had the farts. Not gonna lie, it was kind of weird. I agree with Grace. Now the new Skiffia boys, when I put the new girls in, they ran to them. They were like, "Oh, there's new people in here. Like, we don't know you, but we want to get to know you." So, um, also, I think we might have got lucky with the first little Skiffia fries, and I think one might be a boy, one might be a girl. Yeah, I was wondering, like, what do I need to do to stir the substrate? I need to just like poke some holes in it, kind of just give it a little, you know. And I know like some of my plants are like the um the roots are moving around. Oh, okay. Then I need to yeah, I need to do something about that. And I do want to get some valves put in that because I know they will, they'll move around, and they're really good at aerating um the uh the soil that's underneath. So I'm on that tomorrow. But I did do a water check, and there was no ammonia, uh, no no higher nitrates or nitrites. Um, what all does this thing check for? It checks for like everything. Um, yeah, my GH could be a little harder. I need to make that. I need to get that up. So I need to get some like minerals in my water. I do have dirt under the sand. It's a thinner layer than it was the last time I did it, and more of a thicker layer of sand. These are all things I should have researched better before I did them, but it's okay. It's okay. Poke lots of holes. Got it. I can do that. I've got a whole bunch of bamboo skewers that are like really long that I can just go in there and use a wooden spoon handle. Got it. Um. So yeah, the only thing that hasn't popped eggs out yet is the mystery snails. That's the only thing we're waiting on now. That is true. Okay, when I say research, it's like I should have asked Fishner more questions. That's my research. Like normally, like if I know Fishner is not working or busy or hanging out with his family, then like I'll go to YouTube and then I'll be like, okay, then I ask Fishner about it later. I will definitely record that as I'm poking the holes in there. I may do it live on stream later or tomorrow. I'll get everything like ready and set up, and then I'll do a stream and start just poking holes in the sand, and we can see what happens as it goes. Um, so um, this week I am going to stream on Wednesday and Sunday. I will have Fish Nerd back on one of those 2 days, and I'll have better laptop situation going. Um, and I am going to make Snello this week, and I am going to record that. So if anyone wants to make snail food, actually the Scipia may eat it too. They kind of like the algae wafers that I feed the plecos. They tend to eat more of it than the plecos do. So I'm pretty sure the snails and the Scipia are both going to enjoy the snailo. So I'm going to make snailo. We're going to do a live stream on me poking the holes in the sand. Wednesday will be a normal live, and Sunday will be a normal live, and Fish Nerd will be there for one of those, or both, or we'll see how it goes. One or both, he'll be there. Shenanigans is Thursday, and if y'all haven't been over to their community tab, go check it out. I'm going to be a busy beaver this week. Lots of streaming. I got a lot going on in these tanks. Everyone needs to see it. And what else was I going to do? Okay, so one of the Scipia babies from the first mama that we have the 3 babies from, she had one little guy with a crooked back. But I'm not laughing about the crooked back. But I'm going to keep this little Scipia, which is a little crooked back and all, because this little guy has been so cute. He hides all day long. When he notices all the other Scipia are on one side of the tank, nibbling at something, he shoots out and swims in the big open area of the tank. This little guy's adorable, right? And we have named him Squid. I'm calling him a him. It could be a her. But Squid, I think, is going to be a special project because I think I'm going to go get another 5 or 10 gallon tank. I have some 10-gallon tanks. I just need to see if their seals are good. We found them after I bought other tanks because we didn't know that they were hidden in the shed. So I have some more 10-gallon tanks. And I was thinking about making him his own little special Scipia tank. Just for him, and maybe like a couple of the other babies, if they have issues, we can just, put them together, and then they don't have to fight off the other Scipias that, because some of these guys are quite aggressive. They chase each other when there's food, they go after it. And, I don't want that little guy to have to fight for food. So, but yeah, so we're gonna do something special for him, and I'm even thinking about getting like a little, like one of those little, do not fish here signs that go in the tank, but get it customized and have it say Squid's Tank, because I think that would be cool. Yeah, and Squid is also. I need to find a way to show you guys like size reference for the fish. the fifth. I'm having. I swear I'm not drinking tonight, y'all. I'm very excited, and yeah. But the size reference on them, because out of the three fry that I have, he is they have grown in since um okay, he is the run. Yeah, I'm like blumbling over my words tonight, like really bad. Normally I do it, but this is like bad, y'all. I'm having a case of the grace mouth. Um, so in the size reference of them, where squid is now is how big they were when they were born, and now they've doubled in size, and he's still the same size. See, it's I am. These little guys are so cute. As wait, no, that's not the one I wanted to click. Sorry, Grace. But yes, they are. These little fish are so adorable. He's some Skiffia. Yeah. Um. There might need to be an intervention soon, but I was like, telling the dads, I was like, oh, y'all make cute babies. Don't eat them. I am really surprised though, because we had guppies, and the guppies ate their babies, and it was kind of horrifying as a child to see the guppies eating their babies, right? So, um, I was kind of worried about that with the Scipia, but I have not seemed to have that problem at all. They don't even pay attention to them. Oh no! Well, you know what? Juju's actually had the idea to write some children books, but I think she should really write the Adventures of Squid, like Sean Coffey said. You know, Sean and Juju could get together and they could write the books, and I could give them all the video footage. And I thought that, but sometimes they kind of look at Squid like, "Hey, you're still kind of little, buddy," and I'm like, "Y'all leave him alone." And then he goes and hides. So, ooh, see, Juju and Grace can show you how to self-publish. See, it's Squid goes on a trip, and I send Squid to Juju, tank and all, but he can't go in the pool. No Squid in the pool. He's way too little for that. Oh no, what's going on? All right, y'all, my computer is not liking me tonight. What is going on tonight? My computer's all acting up. I am very okay. I think I'm back, y'all. Squid learns audio. Squid learns how to live stream and teaches Mousy how to do it. Hey, Christola. I am back. Yes, sorry, y'all. All of a sudden, my computer like put up a warning sign, and then everything stopped. It was like, what is going back? Oh, Squid Trick Sergeant Snail would have to be a good one. Like, plays practical jokes on the sergeant. Sergeant can't figure out who it is. It's Squid the whole time. Uh, y'all, I really liked my fish, but now that there's babies, I really, really like the fish. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I love my little fishies. I do. It has been like the best hobby I've had in so long. And I like crocheting and knitting, okay? I do like doing that. But my hands have kind of gone stupid, okay? They don't like to do things anymore. Half the time, they freeze up, and I can't even feel them, which has gotten better. I am very grateful that it has gotten better. But I don't have to, hold the fishies. The only thing that sucks is sometimes I do have to get help with the water changes. And Ray, I love my kiddo. I love my kiddo a lot. Sometimes they get frustrated with me, and it's like, but they gotta have fresh water. That's an even better one, Juju. Squid avoids the sign he's getting. Squid avoids the robot. Okay, I say this with love, but I have the best squid title ever. Squid and the Three Fishes. Yeah, the AC, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I love doing it, but it takes so long anymore because I can't, like, before I could, like, sit there and watch a 2 hour movie and have almost a whole scarf done or, do a hat just sitting there. And now it takes like 3 weeks to do anything. And I keep wanting to make blankets for people and I can't because it takes too long. And then I saw this one like really cool project I wanted to do, and it's where you take like the temperature every day and you crochet a line, that line for in the color of whatever temperature it is. You set the colors for, you know, if it's 80 degrees, it's like purple, so you do a whole line of purple. And then you have like this whole blanket of colors and it shows you the color patterns for that year. And I've really wanted to do that. And I just don't think I could like commit to doing it every day. And then some days I know are better than others. But it's like by the time I got it done, I would fall so far behind that it wouldn't be fun anymore. Yeah, like it used to be nothing. It's like, going to school and coming home on the school bus. I was like, making, by if someone asked me that morning, I'd start that afternoon on the bus ride home. And by the next bus ride home, like I had it done. Like, it's like it was done. Yeah, Texas would be like hot, hot and more hot. It would have various ranges of like orange and red, maybe a yellow. Oh, knitting is another thing. Now, knitting I can kind of do if I'm doing those the big giant yarn, and like you do the big blankets with it, and those are so much fun to make. And see, Georgia, I think would be fun to do that because our temperatures have started varying in the winter. Like we get cold, and then we get hot, and then we get cold again. So that would be some interesting color pattern right there. Oh, Cristola, when another thing that I learned to make was bikinis, crocheted bikinis, like the bra tops and the bottoms, and then like little coveralls. You can make like cover ups for your bikini, and yeah, like those were fun to make. But the problem is when someone finds out you can make those, everyone asks you to make those. Now we did make a sweater for our cat out of yarn. Um, Tiny was this tiny little kitty that belonged to my mom, and we, you know, wanted to get her a shirt, and she was so small that nothing fit her. So we made her something that would fit her. It was adorable. But yeah, I just, you know, like the hobbies I used to do are just stuff that I haven't enjoyed in a while. Um, See, okay, like I was thinking about making some spawning mops when I get different fishies because like I don't need them with live bears, right? But I was thinking about making some mops for like the little fishies to hide in, and then I was like, yeah, the cats are gonna see me make that, and they are totally gonna want my stuff. So that would be a problem. You know what? I need to see if I can find that little picture. Yeah, some of those crochet tops, like you have to like you can like sew a piece of fabric to the inside of them, like stitch it in, and then that way you don't actually see skin. Oh, yeah. As long as they don't pull them out of the tank. But I can totally see my cats pulling them out of the tank. That's the problem. It's like, oh, they see me make one and I give them one to play with. And then they're like, oh, there's another one in there. And then, fish and everything come flying out of the tank. That might be a bad idea. Maybe I should not do that. Um, but I took a picture of Squid earlier. Oh no. Juju, do you still have the picture of Squid? I didn't save it. Oh no. What have I done? Okay, so earlier today, y'all, I got a notification from my phone and it said, hey, look, you don't have any more room, lady. You got to delete some of your text history. And I'm like, but I don't want to delete my text history. Then my texts are gone. And they were like, yeah, but this one is like 5 gigs big. You got to let it go, lady. And I'm like, but phone, I don't want to do that. And the phone was like, look, I'm not going to work anymore if you don't delete these texts. And I was like, oh, man. So, unwillingly, after a year, I finally deleted mine and Jujubee's text history. Oh, yeah. That was, yeah. That was a lot of text messages, y'all, for a year. A lot of stream. A lot of a lot of talking back and forth. But I can't believe I forgot to save the pictures. He's so adorable. Why did I do that? Okay, I saved the pictures now. I do have Amazon Prime. Yeah, I had 5 gigs worth of messages. That was a lot of messages. Um, I need to get an SD card. So I am going to invest in that real soon. All right. Thank you, Fish Nerd. Yeah, we have a lot of weird conversations, y'all. It's just, yeah, we have a lot of conversations. Now, see, I don't remember much about the 70s because I was only born in 79, so I didn't quite make it there. The 80s, though, oh my goodness. We had a lot of bright neon colored bathing suits in the 80s. Whew. Oh, yes, yes. Let me show the you know what? I may need to just take a picture of them and try to upload it to the stream because the way my stuff's acting, I'm afraid if I put the camera on, it's yeah, it's not going to be pretty. Um, I might just drop everything. Let me try to get a new picture of them and put them up on there for everyone to see. And once I get them in the tank floating, I need to figure out how to put the camera on there. Yeah, everything was neon in the 80s. Like everything. Grace. Okay, Grace. Do you remember hypercolor shirts? Oh my gosh. That would have been like somewhere between 87 and 89, I think. Those shirts that were color changing. Okay, so in theory, those shirts were great, right? You're like, oh, cool. You can blow on it, it changes colors. Yeah, you know what my mom figured out after she got me and my sisters those hypercolor shirts? That when a girl got hot, it showed their boobs, and then like your armpits were like a bright pink color. Because I had the one that was purple that went from purple to pink. And like, yeah, like that was kind of very showing for a girl. Like on a guy it wasn't, that they change colors, like, but wow. Oh, I remember the jelly shoes. Oh my goodness. I remember all the blisters from the jelly shoes. The My favorite were the purple ones with little flecks of glitter in them. Oh, and yeah, bathing suits and um the Banana Tropic sunscreen and tanning oil. Oh my goodness. They were like moochers. I was in Alabama when those things came out. And where I lived in Alabama, we still had like cool spring, summer. No, we had hot summers, hot springs, kind of fall like winters, and very spring like falls because it was South Alabama. Oh my goodness. I was reading Juju's. I was reading that and talking at the same time. I can't do both. I cannot walk and chew bubble gum. I was in South Alabama when those shirts came out. And we actually had fall like weather. So if you wore them in the fall, it was a bad idea. Such a bad idea. Oh, yeah. Those jelly shoes were a love and a hate. Grace is right. Because they were like so cute, but they hurt your feet so bad. And my mom would keep buying them for me. And I would, and see, like, Christola, I had so many jelly shoes I could have given you. It was like, I don't want any more jelly shoes. Please, I want some regular sandals. I'll take flip flops at this point, Mom. I don't care. Yes. Oh my gosh, I do remember that. The rocks in the jelly shoes. Oh, and having to pick them out because they hurt so bad. I am 44, Christola. I met so I was also talking to my sister-in-law about this today. I've been feeling really nostalgic lately, y'all. Okay, and I guess it's because I hit 44, right? And I'm about to be 45. And Mr. Mousy literally, okay, we met and then he turned 15. And it's been exactly 30 years since we met. So for his birthday, me and my sister took him to see Def Leppard in concert. And his sister is still mad about that. My sister-in-law, she is still mad about that to this day because she didn't get to go. I was like, he was 15. It was his birthday. I was like, I don't even think I knew you yet. So, yeah. She's still mad that me and my sister took my husband to see Def Leppard. Oh, oh, Juju. I bet you did. You know what? I have a secret confession, y'all. I kind of like Crocs. You know what? I remember when Duran Duran came to Georgia. My sister did get to go see those. Get to go see that show and um uh oh crap. Um she saw Duran Duran, the Eurythmics, and Culture Club. Not all at the same time, but different, concerts. Crocs are great for gardening, okay? Because they're non-slip, and if you're outside and there's a lot of water going on, you're going to slip. You're going to fall. It's going to get muddy. Crocs prevent that. I am down for that. My knees are way too bad to take another fall. Okay, like the last time I fell, it was like, please don't do that to us again. That hurts. I prefer Crocs over flip flops anymore, only because the flip flops, like if my feet swell, then the band cuts into them. So like I have that issue too. I am so old, y'all. Like I'm falling apart, but like I feel like I'm 15 all over again. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on here. I think it's like an actual midlife crisis or something. um yeah, like I think I just missed like I don't understand like okay, like I don't get like the whole like the okay, there was Gen Z, Gen X, millennials. I don't understand any of that, y'all. I really don't. And the craziest thing, okay, like Cristola, here's the crazy thing. My parents like totally raised us like we were poor, like we had no money. They wouldn't even buy a microwave. Like I really think I was 18 when they finally got a microwave oven. And yeah, so to this day, uh I still don't heat up my food in the microwave. I don't. I don't even like to use the microwave because I never did. The only thing I like to do in the microwave is pop popcorn when I don't want to pull out the Jiffy Pop. Now, my favorite game when I was a kid on the computer was Oregon Trail. Like that game was everything, y'all. Oregon, yeah, I always got dysentery. I never made it to Oregon, but I tried. My little mousy self tried. So I have gone over an hour. That is very rare that I go over an hour, but I have done it. So, haha. Oregon Trail was so much fun, Cristola. I love that game. Pong too, and we still have. Well, my sister still has it. Our first computer was an Atari computer, and the keys on it look like one of those the old registers at McDonald's. You know, where it didn't have buttons, but it just had like a push pad, like a flat thing, and you had to like pound it to actually get a letter to come up. I have heard about Ticket to Ride. I think I want to play that one too. Oh yeah, um, and I had the Journey game, like from the band Journey. Actually had an Atari video game that was so much fun. And like you had to like get your little Journey guy to the concert at the end. That was a fun game. Pong is a great game. I was um what was the game with the key? And you had to take the key to the room. I always forget what the name of that game was. My favorite one though was Space Invaders. That was my favorite Atari game ever. Okay, yes, let me put the pictures up. Okay, let me get the picture of the little eggy guys and let's get some pictures up of them. And I really should have tried the um, camera, but I'm really afraid it would knock me off right now. Okay, I have a flash. Let's see if I can get a picture of these little eggy guys. Okay, let's see what I got here. That is the worst picture I've taken in my life. Okay, let's try that again. All right. Hang on one second, y'all. All right. So I had to move the air bubbler guy away from him, the air stone. I had to move the air stone away so I could actually get a better picture of it. Um, so yeah, let's get this picture saved and backed up and yeah. Add to album. Once I add it to the album, I should be able to pull it up. There we go. All right. Now let me go to Google Photos and I'll be right back, y'all. I'm kind of learning this stuff. I'm just not very prepared. Okay, where is Bose? Haha, found it. Look at me. All right, so let's show these pictures off real quick. All right, these are our new little pleco eggies. You know what? Let me try to make the miter. Ooh, too wide. Sorry, out of control here. Ooh, ooh. Whoa, what am I doing there? Stay right there. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. So these are Mr. and Mrs. Whiskers. Her set of baby eggs. Y'all run from the fish category. Fish Nerd has that covered. I'm not that good yet. Oh no! let me take a look at this picture here. What am I doing? Would you please let me see the picture? Oh, I think I see which one of the ones is bad. Um, they do have some moss on them. The clear ones will not hatch. Okay. All right. That's so sad. So should I probably take that one out of there, or yeah, I see that one that's more white than anything. Those are bristlenose. Oh, sorry. Okay, I will. Yeah, because I'm gonna move them out of that container and into the tank after the stream. So when I do that, I'll get that one egg out of there, and try to figure out which the other one is bad. Because I can see that the one for sure is bad, the one white one up at the top, and um, yeah, I'll get that little guy out of there. Try to get those little pieces of moss off of it. Oh, okay, it is in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle. Oh, okay, I see it. I see it now. Okay, the moss isn't a big deal. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll get that one out too. Because I would hate for those two to foul out the the other eggs, eyedroppers. Yeah, I have some of the uh pipettes from when I was feeding the sea monkeys, the spirulina. So yeah. Appendicitis. Okay, all right, y'all. Um, I'm gonna wrap this up because yeah, it's starting to get late. I've already gone over an hour. I will see y'all Wednesday, and don't forget, go over and check out Shenanigans and ask them the questions, the hard questions. It's okay, Mrs. C. We did a lot of talking about fish and you know goofing off. It's okay. When I was feeding the sea spirulina, it was spirulina. I swear it was spirulina. All right. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all Wednesday and then Thursday over on Shenanigans. All right. Um, so, um, yeah. Bye, y'all. Good night, everyone. Have a great week. Have a good Monday. Bye.